Okay, so Lucinda, getting your head in gear for a hard, bold, dangerous head point, you've done a few E7s, so how do you go about dealing with that? Do you wake up in the morning full of nerves, or do you go through preparation? Or
for me, with a head point, because obviously you've tried it on the top rope beforehand, and the ones I've done quite quickly. So I generally spent a day learning the moves to climb, and I never sort of really attempt to head point anything unless I've linked the route in one go on the top rope. And then in my mind, I get this strange confidence because I know I climbed it once, so there's absolutely no reason why I can't drop the rope and climb it again. I think that pre-practice element for me is
Did you know that was something you had a skill for? Because some people would do it once and they need to do it 4 times to have the confidence.
I think if I did it any more times, I would start to get really nervous and freaked out by the route because there's so many other factors come into play. But for me, I know that if I climbed it once, I can climb it again, and there's only things that I can't control could then happen. So the only things that could go wrong then is that if maybe a hole broke or a foothold crumbled, and that's absolutely, there's nothing I can do about that at all. That's the climbing and that's the risk you take. But it's very strange. I just flick into this kind of real sort of quiet confidence and calmness in myself, and then generally I can go back, or either that day or go back to the climbing of the day, and be quite happy to get on the lead and get the route done. So yeah, when I come to head point the route, quite often I'll slip into well, I call it my climbing brain starts working, and it's something that isn't there all the time. But when I come to head point a dangerous route, I can switch off everything else and just climb that route, and it's the only time it ever happens. It's when I'm head pointing, and I just have to sit back and rely on it, and something clicks in and I'll begin to climb. And because I know exactly the moves that I'm doing and I know the route so well, I just let it work. It's bizarre. It's almost like I'm out of myself. It's like an out-body experience almost. And it also used to happen when I was competing. And I think it's extreme focus and concentration on just succeeding on that particular climb, not making a mistake, doing everything really precisely.
So have you got any particular things you do to get into that brain? Is it just once you've top roped it once, you know you can do it and you just click into it, or do you have a kind of process and things you do, say getting ready and sorting equipment out?
Totally. Once I've top roped it once, I'll then begin to look at the safety aspects, check everything's in place. I'm always with people that I trust completely. Even if
is that quite an important thing for you, who you're climbing with?
Yeah, for me it's essential that the right people with me at the climb, people who I feel comfortable around, who I know that I can trust, and they'll do everything within their power if something does go wrong. So quite often, once I'm happy with all the technical side and the setup, I'll go for a little walk and take myself off somewhere. And quite often, once I've had a walk, I'll go through the moves in my mind, make sure I know every single part of every foothold, every handhold, and then I'll come back, and quite often I won't really say anything to anybody. I'll just sit down with my boots on, and the people that I'm climbing will know me so well that they'll know that it's time to go. Put the rope on, and then a few sort of basic just checks, and everyone right, okay, right, let's go, and then it'll happen.